are back here at Lambert Field in Benton, Missouri. I'm here with head coach Powers, the head coach for the Kelly Hawks. Head coach, how you doing tonight?
I'm good. How you doing?
So, start tonight, it's homecoming night. Lots of excitement. What is something that you do to keep your guys' minds right and minds straight on tonight's game?
We talk about everyday practice. Just stay focused on the goal for Friday night. There's a lot of extracurricular activities going on, but at the same time, they know what to do and be ready for Friday night.
What is the game plan for tonight? What is your strategy up against the Bulldogs?
We're just going to try to establish a run and be physical on defense.
Yeah. Leading up, the regular season's almost coming to an end. So what is the plan? What is something that the guys have really
Just got to move on to the next play, and we're just trying to get better each week at each play.
So here's a fun question. What does coaching mean to you?
It means a lot. Hopefully I'm having an impact in these young men's life. The biggest success for us to see these young men later, and always the biggest success for us is if we can lead one of these men to Jesus Christ and be on that team. That's what it's all about.
Well, Coach, I think that's all the questions I have for you tonight. Good luck.
All right, thank you.
Doing great right now.
So, you guys have had a pretty good season so far. So what is something that you push every day in practice to keep the guys motivated every day?
The big deal that we're pushing with our kids is 2 years ago we weren't very good. We were in a really bad spot, and one of the things is it's like we got to remember we don't want to be a 2-8 team. We want to be better than that. So any day we have anything every single day, no matter what it is.
So what is the plan for tonight's game? What is your game plan going forward for this game tonight?
Hopefully we can execute on offense and not turn the ball over, and hopefully we'll be able to make stops on defense. If we can do those two things, I'm usually a pretty happy guy. Usually that means the outcome will go our way. But as long as we do that, as long as we play our game, control what we need to control, make sure we execute, we don't turn the ball over on offense, make sure we don't have blow-ups on special teams, make sure everybody covers their assignments on defense, I feel like we're going to be okay.
So, it's your third season as a head coach here at Portageville. So what does coaching mean to you, especially these guys?
I'm going to be quite honest. I miss a lot of time with my wife and my kids. I don't see my little girl very much, and I don't see my 4-year-old boy very much. And one of the reasons why is because I feel like this makes you want to show up every single day, no matter what. You're excited to see them, and they're always excited to be here and work.
Well, Coach, great answers, and so I'm excited to see what you guys can do tonight. Good luck.
All right, thanks so much, Anna.
Make sure to tune in right after this at 7 p.m. Central Time.
Gentlemen, we'd like to welcome you to Thomas W. Kelly High School tonight as good buddy Garrett Hicks. Garrett,
it's a record of 6-1.
Take a minute here before we start the game, and things in one of their 20 locations in Missouri, Arkansas, and Tennessee. But we're looking at the point differential here. Kelly has only allowed 12 points a game, averaging 22 points a game. Their Portageville is led on the ground by Jamarion Smith, who is also above 1,000 yards. A lot of action on the ground, I think.
Are you ready?
And kicking off for Kelly will be number 1, Ethan Graham, on a good Friday night for football.
Two great teams going at it. Should be fun.
Short, that's taken by number 12, Alex Hawks, and he brought tackled by number 25, Reese Eftink. I got a feeling we're going to be saying his name a lot tonight, Garrett.
Yes, sir. Great player for the Hawks. He's only a junior.
Portageville takes the field. Quarterback's going to be number 6, Mason Adams. He's also ranked above the area leaders in passing. He has 10 touchdowns on the year. Lining up behind him is the man we just mentioned, Jamarion Smith. 1,300 rushing yards on the season so far.
We'll see the ball in his hands a lot. See what Portageville does. Handoff to number, 24?
Smith gets a handoff there. I believe he got a couple yards there. That'll bring up 2nd and
10, it looks like.
2nd 10.
On the 36-yard line.
The line.
Nice defense by the Hawks there to pack it in and stop them from going anywhere.
That'll bring up 3rd and 8 here. Jamarion Smith just couldn't have anywhere to go, and that's something we discussed early on, is this Kelly Hawk defense only allowing 12 points on the year. Portageville coming in with a potent offense. They like to throw it a little bit too, so they'll mix it up a little bit.
I'm sure the big part of their game plan is stopping Smith.
I'm sure that's a big focal key here for the Hawks on defense. Adams turns to the sidelines to get his call from the coach. Ball snapped. Little shovel pass over to Smith. Smith breaks it past the 40. He's tackled out of bounds by number 24, Jacob Chapman, at around the 42-yard line.
Nice run there, good yardage.
That'll move the chains. 1st and 10s here for Portageville.
Ball on the 36-yard line.
I believe it's up to the 43 now. 36 was the last play. That'll bring up a 1st and 10 on the 43-yard line. Adams getting the signals from the sidelines. Jamarion Williams still behind center. Mason Smith in the shotgun. Ball's hiked. Fake handoff. Little play action there to number 14, Trey Benthel. And that's going to break off some good yardage there. I think he got brought down there around the 31-yard line. Nice play action play there. He faked you and I too.
Yeah, I saw a handoff too. And
another
nice
first down for Portageville. That's a good blend there. If you got an offense that can pass and throw, if everybody sells out on the run, you run a play action and
good things can
bust
happen.
it open. Another little option play over to Smith. Breaks up the field. He's going to make it 5 yards. Around 5 yards, I believe. Number 13, Gavin Price on the tackle. Portageville moving the ball really well here in their opening drive. Ball's on the 25-yard line. Adams takes a snap, hands it again to Smith. He's going to get a couple more. And I think that's a 1st down. 1st down, Portageville.
Their 2nd one of this drive already.
Move the ball to around the 22-yard line, I believe is where they're going to spot it. Oh, they're going to get Kelly there with an offsides.
Left too early there. Push him up 5 yards.
Line there. Still for quick fire screen play, having a strong season so far. This group of football players even at the game, Warren had 13 receptions for 305 yards. That gets us in Aiden Dexter.
Again, a nice run there by the Bulldogs.
Touchdown Bulldogs. That was a pretty long. Portageville lines up for the extra point.
See what they'll do here. No, not at all. Puts the Bulldogs up 6.
Over to Benthel. Benthel breaks, and he's going to get in for 2. That makes it 8-0 Bulldogs.
Portageville asserting their offense dominance early here, 8-0.
8-0 Portageville. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
At Young Real Estate,
we are grandparents.
We are active in our community.
We are patriots.
Serving all of Southeast Missouri, and we are here for you.
We are young.
Welcome back here to Lambert Field at Kelly High School. Portageville Bulldogs punched it in real quick there. They're up 8-0. Jamarion Williams scored on a touchdown run, and Trey Benthel ran in the 2-point conversion. Portageville will kick it off here to Kelly. 5. Reese Eftink.
We'll be saying his name a lot.
And I cannot see the number of the other guy back there, but looks like he's going to be the one that gets it. He gets it around the 16-yard line. He's going to pick it up. He's going to cut up field and make it to about the 26, 27-yard line. That was Hunter Carlisle on the return there.
Nice run there. Get some good yard position.
Garrett, we did a few Kelly games last year, and Eftink was a specimen as a sophomore. Now he comes back as a junior. He has over 1,000 yards at rushes. So you know this offense is going to be squarely dependent on Reese Eftink here today. And the Portageville defense is going to be locked in and try to stop him. Kelly takes the handoff, drops back. Pass will fall incomplete as number 3, Skylar Steele, tried to hook up there with Ethan Graham.
Pass let him a little bit out in front there, slipped out of his hands there, it looked like.
A little bit out in front. It was a good play there. Good route run by Graham. Like you said, just a little bit out of his reach. That'll bring up 2nd and 10 here on the 27-yard line. 8:28 left here in the first quarter. It's a handoff. And looks like F-Tink rushes to the left side. He's going to pick up a couple yards there. Looks like it's going to be 3rd and 8 Hawks.
Looks like Kelly's going to mix it up a lot with handoff and throwing the football. See what they do here.
Yeah, they're going to try to stay pretty balanced. It's they're not wanting the Bulldogs to key in on the run, keep them honest at least, and toss it around a little bit.
3rd and 10 for the Hawks.
Still under center. F-Tink in the backfield. Play action. Nobody's there, and what a hit.
By Big Diesel, A.J. Larry.
Big hit there by A.J. Larry. Right off the play action. They didn't go for the run at all. And Larry with a big-time hit there. That's going to bring up 4th and 10 here for the Kelly Hawks, and it looks like they're going to punt it off to Portageville. Back to receive for Portageville is Jamarion Smith.
Nice stop by the Bulldogs, 4 and out for their first drive.
Big-time defensive possession there for Portageville. Nothing happening for the line. It'll be touched by the Hawks. Portageville leads 8-0. Portageville offense comes back.
Margin here for the next drive.
Portageville looked really good on that first drive. Big gasher. Down to the 10, and he'll be brought down at the 10, maybe the 11-yard line by number 1, Ethan Graham. Nice little play there. He was kind of lined up like a fullback, and they handed off. And we were talking about big bodies earlier, and that's another big body. Trey Benthal's a big young man, good baseball player as well.
See what they go with here.
Back to Benthal again, and he's going to be brought down for no gain. Maybe a loss. May have lost a yard on that.
Nice stop there by the Hawks, but they still got some work to do.
Good stop there by Kelly. 24, Jacob Chapman with the tackle. We're going to be on the 11-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and 10 for the Bulldogs. They're getting their signals from the sideline. Mason Adams under center.
10 seconds on the play clock.
2 backs in the backfield, Trey Benthal and Smith. Handoff again to Benthal. Nice stop there by the Hawks. That play,
stop there.
big time play. That's going to be a loss of around 4 yards.
We talked about that.
Well,
Kelly.
no, that's going to be a loss of 1. I'm sorry. So it'll be about 3rd and 11 here on the 12-yard line. But that's that Kelly defense we were talking about, Garrett. Portageville's averaging 49 on the year, so. Play action. Benthal right through his hands. Nice play there.
Nice
Good
pass
throw.
by Adams.
Good pass by Adams, just right through his hands. That'll bring up 4th and 11. Now they've got some decisions to make. I believe they're going to go for it here on 4th down. In their end of the field here.
Looks like they will go for it. They're not in bad yard position here.
No, this is not a bad move at all. Gives the Hawks bad position if they don't get it, and if they get it here, they get 11 yards to get it. Adams looks to the sideline. He's going to shift Smith. Overthrown. Looks like that pass was intended for Thomas Frakes. And the Kelly Hawks will take over here on the 12 as the Bulldogs turn over on downs. It started off promising for Portageville, and then Kelly dug in there and had a nice defensive stop.
We talked about their defense, a big-time stop there for the Hawks. Now they can go to work offensively.
Big-time stop. Now we'll see if Kelly can settle in on offense and make something happen here. Steele will go under center. He'll hand that thing off to F-Tink, and F-Tink's going to motor on down to around the 19-yard line. Gain of around 7. That'll bring up 2nd and 3 for the Hawks. Good blocking there up front by the O-line.
Nice run there by F-Tink. Also puts him with good yard position. 1st and 10 Hawks.
Kelly's going to be very methodical. They're going to try to protect the football, and they like to run it.
F-Tink will be under center again.
Jacob Chapman in motion. The handoff will go to F-Tink, and Trey Benthel busts through and going to bring him down around the 10-yard line.
Big time stop there from Benthel.
No, I'm sorry. They're going to be spotting that ball around the 15-yard line, so that's a loss of 5. So we're at 3rd and 7 here for the Hawks. 4 minutes. Skylar Steele drops back in the gun like it's 100 down the field. Defense is looking good too, and as we said earlier, they've only allowed. Mason Adams will take the snap. Graham.
Nice play there for the Bulldogs.
Puts action a lot with a guy like that, a guy who's rushed for number 13, Gavin Price. They got some good play. And number 22, Bo Warren. That brings it over to the 25-yard line. Gavin Price on the stop. 2nd and 5.
We're seeing it go Portageville's way.
That'll be 3rd and 5, Portageville. Ball on the 20 to the sideline. They're going to put Carson Brown.
Penrod on the Portageville sideline.
Adams takes the snap. He drops back. That'll be a 1st down Bulldogs. Good delivery there. Mason Adams drops back. Nice pass.
I held him stall after that, kind of hold him there for a few seconds.
Get around 50 seconds. He'll be down around the lineman downfield, and that'll move the Bulldog Adams to Benthel.
Looks like about where they were.
Placed on the 19-yard line. Smith taken down, and another flag on the play.
Have 2 flags. Look.
I believe that is a face mask on the Hawks. Personal foul, face mask on the Hawks. That'll move the Bulldogs up. And with that penalty, that moves the
35 seconds here to go in the 1st quarter.
Bulldogs are going to take he's in. Touchdown Bulldogs. Portageville creating that space.
4 or 5 Hawk defenders on him. He just ran right through him for the touchdown. Split 50-50.
Looks like they're going to go for 2 against the hand. He takes the snap, throws it out, and that'll be wide. Portageville still leads 14.
It's more than just products and services. We're there for you for your first paycheck, buying a home, opening a small business, starting a family, or planningstrust.com, or stop by your local First State Bank and Trust to explore all of your financial options. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
We are back here at Aycorp Media. Would love to have your business as a sponsor for our broadcast. We provide several different ways to advertise with 2 L's at aycorp.com. Portageville kick things off here. 31 seconds left.
Carson Bradley.
And that'll get back into the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
Nice kick there from. For this next play, we would like to congratulate the Portageville Lady Bulldogs on winning the Boot Hill Conference championship last night.
And also, we got word that the Kelly Hawks women's softball team had won districts today, and they're about to pull the bus through here in just a second and get a round of applause here by the home crowd.
They'll move on to the sectional round.
(14-0) Bulldogs. Handoff to F-Tink. F-Tink will get around a yard, maybe 2. Be 2nd and 8 on the 22-yard line, 21-yard line. And the clock will run out here and end the 1st quarter. With about 14 seconds left, they're going to let it run off. And the Bulldogs have dominated this first quarter here early on.
And, the Kelly defense we've talked about has been, good at times, and they've had a few, rough times stopping Benthel and Smith from the running game and the passing game from Adams.
They have. That'll be the end of the first quarter. We're going to take another quick break, and we'll be back.
The best fall tradition in Northeast Arkansas is back, Pumpkin Hollow. Make sure to try out all the exciting things that Pumpkin Hollow has to offer. Get in the action on the breathtaking zip lines. Get up close and personal with the friendly farm animals. Get lost in the enormous corn maze. Get your thrills at the scariest haunted attractions in Northeast Arkansas. And don't forget to pick out the perfect pumpkin or fall decoration to take home and enjoy. Only at Pumpkin Hollow, the fall tradition for the entire family.
And as we come back, you're going to see the bus holding the district champion Kelly Hawk women's softball team with a good ovation here from the home crowd.
They defeated East Carter County 10-3.
They defeated East Carter 10-3. And this is a pretty cool deal. They're going to stop and give them some support here on this Friday homecoming night in Benton, Missouri.
Nice applause from the Hawk faithful. Congratulations to the Kelly women's softball team.
Congratulations to the softball team as well as the Portageville Bulldogs volleyball team. You said they brought home the title of JV. Over here in the second quarter on the 22-yard line. They trail 14-0. They need to muster up some offense here. Still back in the shotgun formation. F-Tink behind him. Second 9, ball in the 22. He gets under center, comes back, hands it off to F-Tink. F-Tink busts loose for around another 1 or 2 yards, maybe to the 24-yard line.
Not a bad handoff there. Just Portageville defense stuffed him in.
We'll be at the 25-yard line. And we'll be third and 5. Third and 5, a minute 28 here left in the second quarter. Ball in 25. The Hawks trail by 14. Play action. He'll throw the ball, and it is caught by number 24, Jacob Chapman, and that'll move the chains. Nice play action there. That'll bring it up to the 40. That'll bring it up to the 39-yard line. First and 10 Hawks as they have a little success there throwing the football.
Yeah, they've been looking for that a lot all night. Finally have some success with it. Let's see if they can build off that.
And that's what they need to do. They need to keep moving. The Hawks need a score here to keep this thing close.
Touchdown will be big before halftime, then a stop.
Touchdown will be a big momentum mover here for Kelly. Still back under center.
5 on the play clock.
He gets the snap off barely in time, and he is ate up and gobbled up behind the line there. That's Thomas Frakes who drug him down there. And that'll be a loss of about, they're going to mark that at the 29-yard line. So that was a loss of around 6 yards.
We just talked about building off that, and then here comes the Portageville defense with a big stop.
Yeah, big-time stop there. They busted through that line, and this whole possession looks different. It's second 15 now.
Way different scenario than we were just in.
Ball spotted on the 29-yard line. Takes a snap. Passed out to number 14. That ball was almost intercepted, too.
Again, good defense there by the Portageville Bulldogs, breaking up anything Kelly tries to sniff out.
We had Carson Bradley and Mason Adams on the play there, knocking it loose. They could have had an interception there for a second, Garrett. I thought they were going to pull it in.
Again, really good defense by the Bulldogs there. Looks like 3rd and 15 for the Hawks.
3rd and 15 for the Hawks. We like to apologize. We're having some technical issues here with our internet, and does not want to cooperate with us, but hang in there. We're going to try to get it fixed. Hand off there, and he stopped at the line as A.J. Larry and the other defensive lineman meet him there.
They call him Big Diesel, big time stop there.
They call him Big Diesel, huh?
Yep.
Big Diesel with a big time hit there on the line. And we're going to be at the 28-yard line, 4th and 15. And the Hawks are going to have to punt again. Portageville's defense looking stout here in the first quarter.
Just talked about Kelly getting a big time run and getting some confidence gained, and the Bulldogs just sniffed it right out. Back to them.
Ball snapped. High snap. And look here. That is going to be a safety. Number 22 busts down for the tackle. Bo Hunter Warren gets the safety. Big time defensive play there by Portageville. And that'll be 16-0 Portageville, and they'll get the ball back. Portageville is a Class 1 team. They've had one loss on the year to a really good Scott City team.
A game they were right in the whole way through.
And they are a very, very strong Class 1 football team. They may make a little noise in the postseason. They look very stout here at Kelly High School against the 5-2 Kelly Hawks,
who compete in Class 2.
So Kelly.
Can't really see what's going on there.
That'll be a touchdown for A.J. Larry. He came in like the refrigerator Perry and got a little handoff there, and we're kind of waiting here to see what they're calling. A.J. Larry busted in. And I'm not quite sure what we have going on here, but Larry gets the snap, and he stretches it out, brings it in. And the 2-point conversion is no good. And so I'm going to say what happened there. They did not call a safety, as I thought. I'm going to say they say he was down at the 1-yard line. Portageville punched it in for a touchdown from A.J. Larry, and the 2-point conversion is no good. So we'll take another quick break. The Portageville Bulldogs lead the Kelly Hawks 20-0. So we have to apologize there. We were a little confused. Garrett and I thought that there was a safety. In fact, it was not a safety. They called him down at the 1-yard line, and then A.J. Larry busted it in for a touchdown, and the play after that was a 2-point conversion, which ended up being no good. 20-0 Bulldogs. And
back to kick is number 4, Carson Bradley.
Back to receive for the Hawks is F. Tink. Kick is up. It's fielded there by Hunter Carlisle. Carlisle busted down the sidelines, eventually brought out around the 36-yard line. Good return there by Carlisle.
Good field position. Let's see if they can build off this.
Good field position for the Hawks. Garrett, the Portageville defense has been looking very stout here early on that defensive line. And then you've got the likes of Trey Benthel, number 70, having problems holding them back here on the offensive line.
Kind of had F-Tink at base so far.
Bradley. The Kelly Hawks tried a little trickery there, a little flea flicker action, handed it off to F-Tink, and when they threw it back, magical. Portageville will take it over on the 37-yard line, 38-yard line, 1st and 10 Bulldogs. Kelly needs a stop. Marion Smith will air it out, and Oh, almost brought down there by Bo Hunter Warren. Trying a little something there out of the playbook to ruffle it up a little bit. Good pass there. Bo Hunter Warren almost came down with that play on the sideline.
Good defense from the Hawks there.
He's going to bust it up to around the 45-yard line. Around 3 probably. Spotted on the 45-yard line. 3rd and around 3. Adams takes a snap. Passes to Benthel. Benthel gets a first down and some. He's brought down at around the 45-yard line.
Again, a nice run there by Benthel.
Gavin Price brings him down with the tackle. Portageville likes to spread it around a little bit. You've seen Benthel get a lot of action. Of course, Smith getting some action.
Even A.J. Larry's got some action.
A.J. Larry getting some action. They're very versatile on offense. Adams takes the snap, hands it over, and Jamarion Smith is going to bust it loose, and he's going to take it to the house. 10-5 and a touchdown Bulldogs. Big-time play there by Jamarion Smith. We've talked about him all night. We've talked about him before the broadcast, and here he is delivering for the Bulldogs.
Huge run there by Smith. Puts the Bulldogs up 26-0 here with 7:40 here to go in the first half.
Around a 38-yard touchdown scamper there by Smith.
Looks like they'll go for it again.
They're going to go for it for 2. 7 minutes, 37 seconds here in the second quarter. Portageville up 26-0. Having their way so far early on in this ball game. And they're offset again to the left. Adams behind the center, takes the snap. He's going to go on in as an option play, and
quarterback
he's
keeper
in.
is good.
28-20 Bulldogs. We're going to take another break, and we'll be back.
In a very short period of time, we've experienced amazing growth and success at Southeast Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. And through it all, we've had only one goal: to get you back to life. And when things get better, when you feel better, we'll be right here to cheer you on. Southeast Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, always by your side.
We are back here at Portageville High. At Kelly High School, and again, I want to announce we're having some technical difficulties here with our connection. We're having some internet problems. Bear with us. We're going to try to get it lined out, and hopefully by the second half we'll have this thing going. But Garrett, so far it's been all Portageville.
Yeah, Portageville's been very sound defensively and offensively. See if the Hawks can get something going here. They really need a touchdown here before they head into the locker room.
And
7:37 to go here in the first half.
Portageville is going to kick off. Number 4, Carson Bradley is going to kick it off to F-Tink and the Kelly Hawk.
Back to kick again, number 4, Carson Bradley for the Bulldogs. We have a whistle.
We've got another flag. Looks like we're going to have an offsides here on the kick. Offsides on Portageville. It'll be a 5-yard penalty. They're going to move them back a little bit.
Bradley back to kick again for the Bulldogs.
He's going to kick it from around the 35-yard line. Carson Bradley, a junior. He just made the interception on defense. Nice kick down. F-Tink's going to take it. Goes past the 25, down to around the 30, to the 35. And he's going to get brought down around the 38.
We have a flag.
I believe
a face mask penalty.
I believe that will be a face mask penalty. They're going to move them up 5 more yards.
Nice run there by F. Finally breaking through there. He's very capable of it.
So that puts the ball at, where are they going to spot this ball, Garrett? Around the 39-yard line?
That's what it looks like here.
Yeah, it'll be at 39. 1st and 10 Bulldogs, 7:29.
Good time for the Hawks to get something going here, get a touchdown on the board.
Oh, yeah, I forgot there was a face mask penalty, which is also, it's going to move it up here, so that'll put them at the 46-yard line.
Really good field position here for the Hawks.
And they're going to take over here on the 46-yard line.
We'll put
1st and 10.
F-Tink back under center.
The Hawks really need to make something happen here on offense. Hand it off to F-Tink. He breaks loose. Brought down around the 36-yard line. Nice run there from Chase F-Tink, and that's what we're used to with Chase F-Tink. He's a good running back. Hasn't had a run where he's really broke loose, but that right there is what we're used to seeing with Chase F-Tink.
Yeah, we just talked about that. He hasn't really had much going here tonight. Portageville defense has been, really keyed in on him, but finally there, he broke through there. First down and 10 for the Hawks.
7:08 left here in the half. Portageville has been pretty dominant so far. The Hawks really need to answer here and put one in the end zone. Hands off again, and that Portageville defensive line lets them get nothing. He's probably going to lose a yard there. A.J. Larry, we've heard that name a lot tonight, haven't we?
Yep, offensively and defensively.
Big Diesel is what Garrett refers to him as. And 37-yard line, 2nd and 11. 6:34 left in the half. Takes snap, play action. Benthel breaks loose, almost gets a sack. Nice run there. And he's going to break it down to the 15-yard line. Nice run there by Skylar Steele. He saw the blitz coming, and he took off and ended up making a nice run there for Skylar Steele. 1st and 10 Hawks as he gets down to around the 15-yard line. 6 minutes left in the half. Nice play there. Sometimes when things just break up, you have to make things happen. And we're getting close to that young red zone here, aren't we, Garrett?
Yep, let's see what the Hawks can do here. Looks like we have a
we've
flag.
got a little action.
Maybe offsides.
That'll move it back. Although we're not there yet, but I do want to say we're getting close to the Young Real Estate red zone. For all your real estate needs, see Young Real Estate in Dexter.
As the Hawks had something going, they get pushed back 5 yards here.
We'd like to also thank our game sponsor, Nutrient Ag Solutions. The Hawks are going to regroup. 1st and 15. Ball was spotted on the 20.
6 seconds on the play clock.
Well, I think that's the problem. I think they didn't. Well, he's going to call a timeout here. Timeout, Hawks. Portageville leads 28-0, and 5 minutes, 43 seconds left here in the half. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back. For over 100 years, Stoneville Cotton has helped farmers stay strong and win their growing seasons, delivering protection against key weeds and insects to maximize their yield potential. For more information, visit our website. Stoneville Cotton, own the early.
Mathis Funeral Home of Dexter and Bernie strives to provide their community with the accommodations and services needed to relieve your family during times of loss. For more information, give them a call and see how Mathis Funeral Home can help meet your expectations in celebrating your loved ones.
And we are back here at Kelly High School. And again, folks, we'd like to thank everybody who stayed with us during our technical difficulties. Sometimes things happen that are out of your control. And as you all know at your house, sometimes the internet wants to act up, and sometimes everything you do is Murphy's Law, and that's what has happened to us so far tonight. But we're going to hang in there, and we're going to make this happen. And give a shout-out to Torrey Peterson, man. He is behind the scenes and hustling around and making this thing happen. We really appreciate him, and he's working his tail off back there to make sure we've got this thing going. And Kelly's going to take it over again at the 20-yard line, 1st and 15. And Kelly needs to score here, Garrett.
Yeah, they really need it here before heading into the locker room and be big before they go into the second half, try to regain a lead.
Schuyler still takes it. And he passes the ball over. Nice play there. Nice play action to number 7, Caden Dunn.
Took down by the quarterback for the Bulldogs, Mason Adams.
Kelly looks a lot better on this offensive possession, and with that play, Garrett, that gets us into the Young Real Estate red zone. That's the Young Real Estate. That's primetime. I got tongue-tied. All right, we're in the Young Real Estate red zone. We'd like to thank Young Real Estate as our sponsors. And Young Real Estate, for all your realty needs, see Young Real Estate in Dexter. Kelly will take over at the 7-yard line.
Kind of loaded on the right side.
Hands it off to F-Tink, and F-Tink again goes nowhere. F-Tink not getting very much room tonight. Kelly's having all their success in the air. And a big reason is that Portageville came in, and I'm sure one of the keys to their game was to stop F-Tink on the ground.
Yeah, Portageville defense has locked in big time on F-Tink. Not much, he's been able to do, like you said. All their successes came from throwing it in the air.
4 minutes, 32 seconds on the clock. 2nd and 5. Ball on the 10-yard line. F-Tink breaks loose, and he's going to get down to around the 6. He's probably going to be a little bit short. Nice tackle there by Mason Adams. Mason Adams making plays happen on both sides of the ball tonight. It's going to be 4th and 4.
Really crucial for the Hawks here to get something.
The Hawks, of course, are going to go for it. Down 28 points here, and see if they can bust something loose here. 4 yards for a first down. They're 8 yards away from a touchdown. Play action, and nothing happening. That'll be a turnover on downs. Well-designed play. He was open for a second, but didn't get it to him in time. Portageville will take over on the 8. 3 minutes and 35 seconds left here in the half. Portageville leads this one 28-0. It's been all Portageville here thus far.
Not a bad drive from Kelly there. Just kind of got sniffed out on that last play. Again, the Portageville defense with a big stop.
Not bad at all. They had success in the air. That's been most of their success tonight has come through the air. Play action plays. Portageville will take over here on the 8. They're shifting Benthel and Carson Bradley over to the left side. One receiver on the right. Trips on the left. Bo Warren on the right. Adams takes a snap, hands it off to Smith, and he's got nothing but green. He's going to bust it loose to the 30. He cuts back, and he is loose all the way down to the 43-yard line, and what a run there by Jamarion Smith.
And some big-time blocking from the Portageville line.
He cut back twice. We've got an injury on the field. The officials take a timeout, and we will too. We'll be back in a few.
Growing cotton in the Mid-South is hard work. As a farmer, you make tough decisions every day. Choosing a cotton variety shouldn't be one of them. Next-gen brand varieties from Americot are bred specifically for cotton growers like you. We're 100% independent and farmer-owned. Plant cotton that works as hard as you do. Americot.
Welcome back to Lambert Field here at Kelly High School. And we had an injury on the play. Number 7, Caden Dunn, took a while to get up. They've walked him off the field here, and we hope everything is okay with Caden. And Portageville will take over after a really nice run from Jamarion Smith. Looked like a young Barry Sanders on that last play.
Yeah.
Cutting back in every which direction. We're at the 42-yard line. 1st and 10 Bulldogs. 3 minutes and 17 seconds left here in the half. Carson Bradley in action. Adams delivers a nice pass, and that pass is going to be picked off. No, they're going to say it hit the ground. From up here, I could not tell.
I saw it hit the ground first, but
it hit the ground, so they're going to call that pass incomplete. Still a nice play there by Gavin Price. And the pass was intended for number 22, Bo Hunter Warren. And Price almost made a big-time defensive play there for the Hawks. And 2nd 10 Bulldogs, 42-yard line. And we've got a little action there. That'll be a flag.
Number 61 went offsides there for the Hawks.
Number 61 is going to jump there for the Hawks. That'll be Gunther Peters. That'll move them up 5 more yards. Be 2nd and 5 now for the Bulldogs. 3 minutes and 12 seconds left in the half. Two receivers on each side. Mason Adams, Jamarion Smith behind the center. Bo Hunter Warren and Carson Bradley on the right, and we've got another flag. And that'll probably be a false start on the Bulldogs, and it is.
Push them back 5 yards.
It'll be right back to where we started before the offside. So we'll be 2nd and 10, moving back to the original spot. We've seen a few napkins tonight and back-to-back flags on this last 2 plays.
A lot of them have been off that of just offsides.
42-yard line, 2nd and 10 Bulldogs. 2 receivers on the right, 2 on the left. Adams takes a snap. Little option play, and he's going to keep it. And he gets those 5 yards back again.
Nice run there by Adams.
Adams gets the 5 that they lost from the penalty. Brings it up to around the 47-yard line. 3rd and 5 for the Bulldogs. Two minutes, 40 seconds left on the clock. 3rd down, 3rd and 5. Portageville has owned this first half so far. 9 seconds on the play clock. He gets it off.
Another quarterback keeper.
He's going to keep it. Nice defensive play by the Hawks. Number 13 stepped in, closed the gap. That was Gavin Price. And Reese Eftink was in on the tackle as well. So now we're at 4th and around 3. And Portageville's going to hang on to it. And the Hawks would like to get a stop here. If the Hawks can get a stop and get the ball back, they've got a chance to punch one in before halftime. I'd imagine Adams is going to let the play clock run down. So he's got 10 seconds on the clock. 6, 5. He takes a snap. Play action play out to Bradley. And again, a well-designed play action play. And Carson Bradley makes the play up to the 45-yard line. 1st and 10 Bulldogs. We're seeing a very well-balanced offensive attack from Portageville here early on.
You know, again, Kelly was looking for a big stop there, but again, you know, Portageville, I think all night they came through 1st down for the Bulldogs.
And we've got a timeout, Portageville. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back in a few. Welcome back here, Garrett. And it's been all Portageville here in the first half. They're up 28-0. A minute 37 left here in the first half on the Kelly Hawks homecoming here tonight. And it has been all Portageville. Really balanced offensive attack.
You know, Portageville has been very sound on both sides of the football, offensively and defensively. 1:37 here to go in the first half. Bulldogs have the football, 1st and 10, or 1st and 4.
1st and 10 Bulldogs are going to take over on the 46-yard line. A minute 37 left. And we got a little jump, no flag. He didn't cross the line. He flinched a little, but did not cross the line. Adams looks to the sideline for the plays. 2 receivers on each side. He takes it. Another option play. He's going to keep it. No, he's going to pitch it to Smith. And the flag is thrown. And I'm not sure what that was for, but we got a flag in the backfield. He threw it right when the lateral was made. We'll see what the call is. Look like it's going to bring them back.
Looks like Adams was going to keep it, but then he handed it off to Smith here.
Holding on Portageville. That'll walk it back to the 44-yard line. And we're looking at a 1st and 20. 1st and 20 here for Portageville. Ball's on the 44-yard line, a minute 27 on the clock. 2nd and 20. Adams takes a snap, throws it out here to Warren. Warren makes the play and gets a big chunk of yards here to get those back. He'll brought down around the 42-yard line.
Nice completion there to Warren.
Mason Adams, a really good quarterback.
Had a great game tonight.
I don't have the official stats, but I don't know very many incompletions that he's thrown tonight.
No, he's well balanced. You know, he's ran it himself some. He's threw in there, and he went to Smith and Bethel a lot also.
And again, we mentioned this earlier. A lot of these guys are 2- and 3-sport athletes. They've been on that really good Portageville baseball team, and their baseball team is going to be really good again this year.
Always a good basketball program over there at Portageville.
Adams airs it out down the sidelines, just a little bit out of the reach of Bo Warren. But they opened the top off of it there, and Adams showing off the cannon. Just barely out of reach there of Bo Hunter Warren.
Really nice arm for Adams. We just saw it there.
3rd and 13.
Just a little outstretch of his arms there. 1:08 to go in the first half.
15 seconds on the play clock. Takes a snap, hands it off, and look who it is. Barry Sanders Jr. Jamarion Smith busts loose for another big chunk of yards. What a good running back they have down there in Portageville.
No, he's done it a lot tonight. You know, the Kelly defense is really trying to zone in on him, but he's hard to stop.
Just a junior, too. Adams takes a snap, play action. He's looking. And he's going to take it himself and keep it for a couple yards.
Nice feet there, stay in bounds for a few.
The clock stops at around 39 seconds. F-Tink with the stop. Portageville's going to try to get some more points on the board here before the half. The clock says 39 seconds. A few ticked off after he went out of bounds. I think they're going to come back and add some to the game clock. We'll see. And so we're 2nd and 10. Portageville will take possession, or they'll keep possession here. 2nd and 10 on the 25-yard line. Adams takes it again, hands it to Smith. Smith busts loose another run, and he's going to scamper down to around the 11. Another 13-yard run. Number 13, Gavin Price with the tackle. Another 1st and 10 Bulldogs.
Again, saying Smith's name, another nice run there. Puts them 1st and 10.
Back again to Smith. He's going to bust it in. Gets taken down around the 4. 33 seconds left on the clock. It's going to continue to run still. And there's the timeout. Timeout Portageville. Timeout Portageville, 1st and 10, 30 seconds on the clock. We're going to take a quick break and we'll be back. Welcome back, and with that last play, that moves the Portageville Bulldogs into the Young Real Estate Red Zone. That's prime-time real estate for scoring. For all your real estate needs, see Young Real Estate in Dexter. We'd like to thank Young Real Estate and all of our great sponsors. Again, without them, we wouldn't be here today, and they allow us to come do these games. Our game sponsor for tonight is Nutrient Ag Solutions, with locations in Southeast Missouri. Portageville has a location. We'd like to thank them for their sponsorship. Portageville's going to come out of this timeout on the 4-yard line and looking to add some more points on the board. They're already up 28-0 here in the first and look really good here.
Very, offensively and defensively, they've been, very good, capitalizing almost every opportunity they've gotten.
Extremely balanced attack on offense. We've seen multiple players contribute on offense, and right here we're going to see what they do out of this timeout. Moving Benthel around a little bit. They're bringing him in a little tighter. Handoff. Smith comes in, and he is going to break through for a touchdown. Jamarion Smith, touchdown. Bulldogs tack on 6 more. Jamarion Smith is a really nice running back, Garrett. He's hard to bring down. He's shifty. He can change directions.
Very quick.
Adams again behind center. Adams takes it, fires it to the end zone, and the conversion is good. That's a catch. He threaded the needle on that one.
Aired it out big time in the air.
Nice throw. Nice catch there for the Bulldogs. That was Thomas Frakes bringing that one down.
Another two-sport athlete.
It's going to be 36-0 Bulldogs. 26 seconds left here in the first half.
It's been all Bulldogs so far.
It's been all Bulldogs here in the first half, 36-0. I think we've got a timeout here.
It's like
we're going to stay on.
Portageville called the timeout, it looks like.
At halftime, stay tuned. Earlier this week, the Aycorp Media team sat down with Coach David Sievers, the head football coach for the Poplar Bluff Mules, and discussed his affiliation with FCA. Coach Sievers talks about how he was given the opportunity to be a Christian example for those within the school district, especially as players on and off the field. Stay tuned for his testimony and how you can become affiliated or get connected with someone in FCA, whether it be at your school or your surrounding area. So stay tuned at halftime. We'll have the premiere of the David Sievers FCA testimony. Portageville's lining up to kick. Carson Bradley, their kicker. Defensive back, wide receiver, the do-it-all man, will put it down the field. Kelly will take it around the 15.
Carlisle looks like.
Carlisle take it up to around the 33-yard line. The clock will continue to run. And it's going to be stopped at 19 seconds here. 2 or 3 seconds ran off after the whistle, and they might add a few, but we'll see. I think there was 24 seconds when he was brought down, 19 on the clock right now. They may add a few to the clock, but they may play it. Looks like it's going to stay at 19 seconds. They'll start their drive on the 32-yard line.
Not much time for the Hawks. Probably going to air it out here and see what they can do.
Not much time.
Have a flag.
Flag on the play. Looks like some movement on the Kelly line. Looks like it's going to be coming back 5 yards. Illegal motion on the Hawks. 5 yards. It'll move them back. That'll put the ball on the 27-yard line. So here we go. 19 seconds left here in the half. Kelly trails 36-0. Portageville's up 36-0. He'll air it out, and that's going to be picked. Bo Hunter Warren with the interception there. And again,
second interception of the game for the Bulldogs.
Second for the game. The first one was Bradley. This one by Warren.
10 seconds to go.
10 seconds to go. Another bad break there for the Hawks. Hawks continuing to struggle on offense.
Everything that's kind of went for the Hawks has kind of been sniffed out.
You know, we've heard a lot about the Portageville Bulldogs this year. They've been playing really good football, and to come and watch them today, they are impressive. A really solid football team, and they're going to make some noise in Class 1, Garrett.
You know, a very winnable district for them. You know, they're going to compete with Crothersville, Malden, Haytide, teams like that.
Very winnable district there for the Bulldogs. One more week left in the regular season. They'll host the Madrid County Central Eagles, and that'll be a tough task for them.
Very class, with 3 school or so. Going to be a tough task.
Adams going to throw it out. It's going to be brought in. I believe that's number 12, Alex Hawks with the catch.
5.1 seconds to go.
I'm sorry, that was Aaron Dunlap, number 16. 5 seconds left. Portageville's got time for one more play. Again, stay tuned at halftime. We sat down with Coach Dave Severs from the Poplar Bluff Mules, head football coach, and he's going to talk to us a little bit about the FCA. Hand off to Smith. He busts loose. Another big run there by Jamarion Smith as the clock runs out. As we go to halftime, the Portageville Bulldogs lead the Kelly Hawks 36-0. Stay tuned. We've got more action coming your way in the second half. We'll be back.
My name is David Severs. I am the head football coach at Poplar Bluff High School. My testimony as it comes to my Christian walk is probably a lot like everybody else's, or like a lot of people's. Went to church when I was young because mom and dad drugged me there, and tried to teach me the right way to do things and stop me from doing the wrong things. Can honestly say that I did not probably really get going in my walk until after probably college, and a big part of that was I moved to Poplar Bluff. Been here for 35 years now, and got involved with FCA, and that was probably one of the biggest things that just watching other people and the way they interacted and the way that they shared their faith, and just a situation where I learned a lot from the people around me. I would say that some of my most churchy events in my life didn't have anything to do with church, and I was lucky enough to play college ball down at SEMO, and we were on a road trip down in Mississippi, and there were some Special Olympics buses parked there, and had a knock on the door after we got settled in, and a lady from Special Olympics said that the kids were really excited because they heard there was a college football team there, and then could we sign some autographs? And I said, ma'am, we're from SEMO, we're not very good. And she said, no offense, she said, it doesn't matter, but these kids heard there's a college football team here. So I went and knocked on some doors, and me and a bunch of my teammates, we signed autographs for probably 30, 45 minutes and that was incredibly influential to me because I saw God in those little kids' eyes. You know, all the handicaps they had, all the shortcomings, all the problems they faced, but they were just loving life. And that was one of those, probably one of the most influential churchy type things that happened at in a hotel down in Mississippi. So I know that I was involved in FCA at college. Like I said, we had chapel services before the games and stuff, and I know I was involved with FCA. Our offensive coordinator, a gentleman by the name of Jerry Pickle, he was our FCA leader, and so we would meet during the week, and then we'd have pregame chapel services. And then when I moved down here, Coach Bill Ray, who was the Southeast coordinator for a long, long time, he was the coach down here. He was one of the guys that I first worked with, and he kind of brought me on board as an assistant. And back at that time, we met in different kids' houses and stuff. And so I kind of helped him just with the social part of it and whatever for a long time. And then he moved off, and so I've been the FCA huddle leader down here for probably 25 years now. Between kind of like I said earlier, watching some of these kids grow and give their testimony, and FCA and Fields of Faith have been some of the most influential things that I think have affected my personal walk. Because like I said, watching these kids, watching 13, 14, 15, 16, 17-year-old kids be strong enough to profess their faith in front of their friends and at Fields of Faith in front of hundreds, if not thousands of people, it's just incredibly awe-inspiring to see that these kids are that strong and that their faith allows them to do that. FCA is just a wonderful thing, and it's easy. There's lots of resources. There's no major cost involved. All you need is a place and kids that want to share. I always tell the kids on Friday morning, if this is your only church, it's not enough, but it's a good start. And we've heard stories. Josh Mills has shared stories of people that he has met, and they've told him that their faith started at a Poplar Bluff huddle meeting, years and years and years ago. And it's that kind of stuff that makes me feel good, that what we're doing is worth the time and it's worth the effort. And I bring a couple of dozen donuts every week and put them out and just let God happen, with the kids. And it's awe-inspiring, it's impressive, it just sometimes what you hear the kids say and what you hear people share with the kids, it's unfortunate they're not getting it anywhere else. But for some kids, FCA might be their only opportunity to experience the Word. And we spend a lot of time talking about, reaching the unchurched and reaching the masses, and we always talk about all the kids that are outside of the weight room on Friday morning and that need to be here and stuff. And I think we've got some real good, strong kids in our huddle, and I know they reach out to those kids. And we had a club fair a couple weeks ago, and I didn't tell them to do this, but our FCA officers put out some notebook paper on the table and said, let us know what we can pray for you about. And we had 3 pages of really good stuff. To know that there's kids at school that need what we're doing, it's just an awesome, awesome experience. I think a lot of it is what I get out of FCA. I hope the kids are getting half as much out of it as what I do, because like I said, my upbringing was going to church because I had to, but FCA is it's a wonderful organization. It's an umbrella that you can put a lot of kids under, and like I said, there's no drawback to it. Whenever I finally eventually get out of this, I think the one thing that I'm going to miss is the coaching and stuff, but I hope that when I finally get done with this, whenever that is, that I'm still able to be involved in FCA in some way.
At Young Real Estate, we're Southeast Missouri, just like you.
We are parents.
We are teachers.
We are grandparents.
We are active in our community.
We are patriots. Serving all of Southeast Missouri, and we are here for you.
We are young.
choosing a cotton variety shouldn't be one of them. Next-gen brand varieties from Americot are bred specifically for cotton growers like you. We're 100% independent and farmer-owned. Plant cotton that works as hard as you do. Americot. All we do is cotton, all the time.
Julep, julep, julep,
If Moreland's not on the back of your vehicle, you paid too much.
Does your business need, literally anything? To condiments, mops to markers, soaps to staplers, and everything in between, which is a lot. CNS has got you covered. Give Delane Beckwith a call at 573-217-0104 or visit cscleaningsupply.com to get set up with, well, literally everything. Tell them Delane sent you.
If you feel like you never get the time you need with your insurance agent to find the right coverage, it might be time to make a change. Tyler Miller of Flatland Ag Insurance in Clarkton works to make sure, each and every day, that his clients feel they are taken care of. With years of experience in crop insurance in 4 states, he strives to provide you with the exact coverage you need for your specific situation here.
At Focus Bank, we believe in really free checking. What does that mean? Well, opening an account requires no more than $25 with no minimum balance requirements or monthly service charges. You'll also have access to online and mobile banking, online bill pay, direct deposits, mobile deposits, automatic payments, e-statements, a nationwide network of ATMs, and an instant issue debit card, all for free. Your first order of checks is on the house, and you'll also receive a complimentary thank you gift. Come visit us in Sykeston, Charleston, Crothersville, or East Prairie. Focus Bank, simple, hassle-free checking that's really free.
First State Bank and Trust is more than just products and services. We're there for you for your first paycheck, buying a home, opening a small business, starting a family, or planning to retire, and everything in between. We're the local bank you know and trust for all of your financial needs. Visit fsbtrust.com or stop by your local First State Bank and Trust to explore all of your financial options. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
First State Community Bank has been named the #1 bank in Missouri by Forbes, and we think they might be onto something. When it comes to banking, we've always said that people should come first, and we hold true to that idea. Opening an account has never been easier. You can even do it online. We want our community to thrive, and that's why we put it in our name. So come bank with the certified best at First State Community Bank, serving our community because it's who we are.
Promotional products, heat presses, or decals, we've got something that will suit your needs. So you, your school, or your business will always be looking its best. There's tons to see, from apparel to accessories. So what are you waiting for? Stop into Juju Promotions today in New Madrid, Missouri. And don't forget to like us on Facebook.
We're right here at King Jerry Lawler's Hall of Fame Bar and Grill on world famous Beale Street, and as you can see, oh my gosh, we have the best barbecue ribs burger. You'll love it.
Mathis Funeral Home of Dexter and Bernie strives to provide their community with the accommodations and services needed to relieve your family during times of loss. For more information, give them a call and see how Mathis Funeral Home can help meet your expectations in celebrating your loved ones.
We're for agriculture, for growers, doers, whatever it takers. We're for doing things with purpose. We're for the little guy with big guy dreams. We're for agriculture. We're for you. Nutrien Ag Solutions, leading the field.
The best fall tradition in Northeast Arkansas is back, Pumpkin Hollow. Make sure to try out all the exciting things that Pumpkin Hollow has to offer. Get in the action on the breathtaking zip lines. Get up close and personal with the friendly farm animals. Get lost in the enormous corn maze. Get your thrills at the scariest haunted attractions in Northeast Arkansas. And don't forget to pick out the perfect pumpkin or fall decoration to take home and enjoy. Only at Pumpkin Hollow, the fall tradition for the entire family.
In a very short period of time, we've experienced amazing growth and success at Southeast Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. And through it all, we've had only one goal: to get you back to life. And when things get better, when you feel better, we'll be right here to cheer you on. Southeast Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, always by your side.
For over 100 years, Stoneville Cotton has helped farmers stay strong and win their growing seasons, delivering protection against key weeds and insects to maximize their yield potential. For more information, visit our website. Stoneville Cotton, own the early.
At Wings Etc., we take every one of our wings very seriously. Just like you do, Mr. Dipper, the master of measure, the prince of the poor. We know how you handle our jumbo wings with the perfect combination of urgency and care, just like we do. Your hunger fuels our hunger to rapidly remove the hangry fire in your belly by dousing it with some cool liquid lightning and our thunderous award-winning jumbo wings. Your hangry is always welcome at Wings Etc.
At Young Real Estate, we're Southeast Missouri, just like you.
We are parents.
We are teachers.
We are grandparents.
We are active in our community.
We are patriots.
Serving all of Southeast Missouri, and we are here for you.
We are young.
Growing cotton in the Mid-South is hard work. As a farmer, you make tough decisions every day. Choosing a cotton variety shouldn't be one of them. Next-gen brand varieties from Americot are bred specifically for cotton growers like you. We're 100% independent and farmer-owned. Plant cotton that works as hard as you do. Americot. All we do is cotton, all the time.
Julep, julep, julep,
If Moreland's not on the back of your vehicle, you paid too much.
Does your business need, literally anything? When we founded CNS Cleaning Supply, our goal was simple. Become a one-stop shop for anything and everything your operation might want. From car care to condiments, mops to markers, soaps to staplers, and everything in between. Which is a lot. CNS has got you covered. Give Delane Beckwith a call at 573-217-0104 or visit cscleaningsupply.com to get set up with, well, literally everything. Tell them Delane sent you.
If you feel like you never get the time you need with your insurance agent to find the right coverage, it might be time to make a change. Tyler Miller of Flatland Ag Insurance in Clarkton works to make sure, each and every day, that his clients feel they are taken care of. With years of experience in crop insurance in 4 states, he strives to provide you with the exact coverage you need for your specific situation. For more information, give Tyler a call at 573-276-8044. Here's to another great year.
At Focus Bank, we believe in really free checking. What does that mean? Well, opening an account requires no more than $25 with no minimum balance requirements or monthly service charges. You'll also have access to online and mobile banking, online bill pay, direct deposits, mobile deposits, automatic payments, e-statements, a nationwide network of ATMs, and an instant issue debit card, all for free. Your first order of checks is on the house, and you'll also receive a complimentary thank you gift. Come visit us in Sykeston, Charleston, Crothersville, or East Prairie. Focus Bank, simple, hassle-free checking that's really free.
First State Bank and Trust is more than just products and services. We're there for you for your first paycheck, buying a home, opening a small business, starting a family, or planning to retire, and everything in between. We're the local bank you know and trust for all of your financial needs. Visit fsbtrust.com or stop by your local First State Bank and Trust to explore all of your financial options. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
We're back here at Kelly High School at Lambert Field. The Portageville Bulldogs lead the Kelly Hawks 36-0. And Garrett, it's been all Portageville early on. And Kelly has no answer. And coming into this game, on paper, it looked like it was going to be a close game. But Portageville has been extremely dominant early on.
Kelly's been, defensively sound all year, and they gave up 36 points in the first half. Rarely few times have they gave that up in a total game this year.
You're right. I mean, on the year, they were averaging, opponents were averaging 12 points per game against Kelly, and then today, Portageville comes in and puts up 36 at the half, which is a very uncharacteristic outcome for the Kelly Hawks, but Portageville's been putting some points on the board. They're averaging 49 points a game. They only have one loss on the year, that coming to Scott City.
They won the CMO South Conference last night over Charleston.
They did. They brought home the CMO South title last night. Kelly has put together a really solid season, and you think about the Kelly football program. They started in 2014. They're still in their infancy compared to everybody else. And since 2020, they've got a record of 20-9. And that's really impressive considering that they just started their football program in 2014. And, they're going to bounce back, and they're going to look this second half to get some small victories. They're going to come out, and I'm sure that their goal is to get small victories throughout this game. They want to have a couple good offensive drives. I know right now it's all Portageville, but their goal is to come out in the second half and make it all Kelly. Portageville, on the other hand, they're going to try to keep the pedal to the metal and keep the pressure on the Hawks. Next week, Thursday night, we will be at Portageville, Missouri, as Portageville hosts New Madrid County Central. And New Madrid County Central has been absolutely dominant in Southeast Missouri. So it may be a pretty good ball game. New Madrid is absolutely ridiculously good at football right now. We saw that against Kennett. They're very athletic. Basketball star Jadis Jones has played football this year, and he's come out looking incredible. Reminds me of young Coney Ely out there on the field.
Yep, former New Madrid County Central star.
So we're going to start the second half, and it's going to be Kelly receiving the football as Portageville makes it out to the field. As we said earlier, Kelly needs to come out and get some small wins here, small victories. They're going to try to move the football against the stout Portageville defense. Carson Bradley's going to kick off. F. Tink and Hunter Carlisle will be back to receive. I'm going to try to pull up some other scores here from the area and see if we can get you guys some scores. We're in a bad cellular service area too, so I'm going to see what I can come up with. At the half, New Madrid County Central leads Sikeston 21-0. Also at the half, Park Hill Central leads Dexter 28-0. The kick is off. That'll be taken by Hunter Carlisle. Carlisle busts it loose, and there's a flag. Chaffee leads Donovan 20-0. East Prairie, we got a close game at East Prairie. East Prairie and Crothersville, it's 20-19 at the half. Cape Central demolishing DeSoto 56-0.
Also believe Haytile was up on Malden last time I checked.
What was the score on that, Garrett? Do you remember?
It was 36-7 if I remember right.
36-7. That was a hold on Kelly there. It's going to move them back to start this drive. They're going to take over at the 26-yard line, 1st and 10 Kelly, as we kick off the second half here. Got a little action. That's going to be a handoff to F-Tink. He's going to bounce it out. Defenders are out there. Nice tackle.
Jamarion Smith.
Jamarion Smith, both sides of the ball. That's the thing about Portageville. Looks like a lot of their offense plays both sides. You got Benthel out there on defense, Jamarion Smith.
Even Mason Adams out there on both.
Mason Adams, Thomas Frakes, Bo Hunter Warren.
Very versatile team.
Carson Bradley. There's a handoff again to F-Tink. F-Tink's going to bring it up. He's to the 32-yard line.
Nice run by F-Tink.
Nice run by F-Tink. That's going to be about a 6-yard run.
Like we talked about, small wins for the Hawks in the second half.
So that'll bring up a 3rd and 5. 3rd and 4, 3rd and 5, somewhere in that neighborhood for the Hawks. F-Tink in the backfield. Looks like Portageville's going to bring a little pressure. The throw is off. No good. 4th and 5. Nice defense there by Carson Bradley. We had Benthel busting loose on a blitz on the far side. Put a little pressure on quarterback Skylar Steele. That'll bring up a 4th and 6. 9 minutes and 25 seconds left here. Clock continues to run as the Mercy rule's in effect. 12 seconds on the play clock. It's going to run down here to about 5. 2 on the play clock, and they're not going to get it off here. It's a delay of game on the Kelly Hawks. That'll move them back another 5 yards on the delay of game.
Yeah, I guess they completely lost time with the play clock there.
And I was wrong. The Mercy rule is not in effect. The clock was running because there was a running play right before that.
Have to wait till the 4th quarter, I think, for that.
So they're lined up for the punt. Ethan Graham takes it. Ooh, almost blocked again by Bo Hunter Warren. The ball's going to roll down to the 29-yard line. That'll be touched by Grant Burleson. So Portageville will take over at the 29-yard line. It is a continuous clock now. 8 minutes and 30 seconds. Portageville will take over on the 29-yard line as Mason Adams leads his offense out here. I'm going to imagine we're going to see a whole lot of Jamarion Smith. Getting their signals from Coach Ian Penrod. You want to talk about somebody who has turned the program around. How about Coach Ian Penrod down there at Portageville?
Very invested into the Portageville program.
You can tell, hand off to Smith, he's going to get a couple. And you could tell before the game in our interview, you could tell watching the way that Coach Penrod interacts with his players.
Goes about his business.
He does. He's very fiery. He's brought a lot of energy to this Portageville Bulldogs football team. And big things happen down in Portageville. As we said earlier, really good baseball program headed by head baseball coach Tyler Trower. He does an excellent job there. Their basketball team has continued success. Another handoff to Smith. He's going to pick up a couple. I believe Jason Irby stepped down as basketball coach. And do you know who their head coach is now?
I believe Jason Smith takes over the head coaching.
He's going to take over the head coaching duties. After Irby has been there and the legendary Jim Bidwell, he's got some big shoes to fill, but I'm sure he'll do a great job.
He's been an assistant the past, 3 or 4 years, so he should know what's going, the Portageville way.
And again, homecoming here at Kelly. And
nice atmosphere.
The women's softball team won districts tonight over East Carter County. Adams gets it, a little option play. He's going to keep it. He's going to cut it back. He's going to make it to around the 48-yard line as he's brought down. Good keeper there by Mason Adams. He's going to break off a chunk of yards. 1st and 10 Bulldogs.
We've seen that a lot from Adams tonight. He's been able to air it out, hand it off, shovel pass, and even run it himself.
He is a very savvy quarterback. He does a good job on knowing when to hold them and know when to fold them, doesn't he?
Yep. Scrambling.
Adams scrambling again. Down to the 40. Very mobile quarterback with his feet, able to get away from pressure. And 1st down, Bulldogs. Going to cut that one down to around the 37-yard line. This is, bear with us here as we call these yard lines out. This is Garrett and I's first football broadcast. We're used to doing basketball, and we've done some baseball, but this is our first football broadcast. And so far, we're learning as we go. It's a
learning experience.
Learning experience. Toss to Smith. Smith's going to bust it out to the outside, and he breaks down to around the 25-yard line as he's brought down by number 1, Ethan Graham. If Graham wouldn't have brought him down there,
probably been a touchdown.
Smith was going to bust it to the house again. 1st and 10 Bulldogs. Another impressive drive for Portageville.
1st and 10 again. We've had that a lot for Portageville.
Benthel in motion. Again to Smith.
Another nice run.
And Smith is going to break it down again. There's a flag. I think they're going to get Bo Hunter Warren with a hold back there possibly. I'd like to know the statistic yards per carry for Smith tonight. I know it's well above 5 yards per carry, and it may be very well in that 10 to 15 range. But that will be a hold on Warren there, and that's going to bring the Bulldogs back. As we're approaching that young real estate red zone, remember, guys, for all your real estate needs in Southeast Missouri, contact Young Real Estate in Dexter. They'll get you taken care of. If you're looking to buy a house, if you're looking to sell a house, they're the best in the business. If you want somebody to handle your real estate needs, call Young Real Estate in Dexter. Mason Adams looking to make a play here. He takes a snap. He hands it over to Jamarion Smith. He breaks it down to the 15-yard line. Taken down by number 25, Reese Eftink. And number 75, J.J. Meeks. Really nice facility here, Gary. We talked about Kelly just starting their football team in 2014, and if you haven't been to the Kelly High School here at Lambert Field to watch a football game, they've got a nice little setup. They've got fried potatoes back there, and very community-oriented environment.
Very nice field out there with the logo in the center.
It is. It's a good place to watch the field. They've done a whole lot since 2014. They've done a really good job building a football program. And Portageville keeps moving, and we are now in the Young Real Estate Red Zone. Portageville is in the Young Real Estate Red Zone. That's primetime real estate for scoring. For all your real estate needs, see Young. Another hand up, direct snap, and he's going to go, and he reaches.
Let's see what happens here.
I think he was a little short. I think
Maybe
his
a yard
knee was
short.
down. I think his knee was down before he reached.
The ball was there, but the knee was down.
As we see all the time in the NFL and college games, they'll always reach for that extra yardage, but it's where your knee lands. It's first contact down. So he's going to be brought down on the 1. And last time we saw him at the 1-yard line, they had big A.J. Larry punch it in.
Yep, let's see what goes.
But we don't see him on the field right now, so it'll probably be Jamarion with the direct snap, and it will be, and he'll bring it to the house.
Touchdown
Bulldogs. Jamarion Smith with another punch in, and that'll extend this lead even further. The mercy clock continues to run. Around 2 minutes and 15 seconds left here in the third quarter. Portageville again had no problems moving the football. And look who it is. Big Diesel
out on the field again.
Big Diesel coming out, looking like the flashbacks of Big Refrigerator Perry back for the Chicago Bears. They're going to bring him in and go for the 2-point conversion. Oh, and he bobbles the snap, and
Kelly will
recover. But again, Portageville puts 6 more on the board.
42-0 they lead.
42-0. That gives us time for another quick timeout. We'll be back in a second.
Does your business need, literally anything? When we founded CNS Cleaning Supply, our goal was simple. Become a one-stop shop for anything and everything your operation might want. From car care to condiments, mops to markers, soaps to staplers, and everything in between. Which is a lot. CNS has got you covered. Give Delane Beckwith a call at 573-217-0104 or visit cscleaningsupply.com to get set up with, well, literally everything. Tell them Delane sent you.
Welcome back. I want to tell you guys a little bit about some opportunities to advertise with Aycorp. We'd love to have you as a sponsor for our broadcast. We provide several different ways to advertise. We got 30-second commercials that you see during timeouts. We've also got the banner ads, which is down below the scoreboard. We'd really love to talk to you about some sponsorship opportunities. If you would, contact Philip Britt via email. That's Philip with 2 L's, PHILLIP at aycorp.com, or call him at 573-888-7091. He can help you find a way to support our broadcast that fits your budget. So as we get started here again.
Really nice kick.
Nice kick. Carlisle was going to bust loose there.
Really nice stop there by number 16. Aaron Dunlap there for the Bulldogs.
Dunlap with a big-time tackle for the Bulldogs. Carlisle was fixing to break one loose. You know, we've seen Carlisle have some good returns here so far. And, guys, that was a fast third quarter, and the Bulldogs lead 42-0. We're going to take one more quick timeout, and we'll come back for some special news.
Juju Promotions in New Madrid is your one-stop shop for all your personalized merchandise. Whether it's screen printing, embroidery, promotional products, heat presses, or decals, we've got something that will suit your needs. So you, your school, or your business will always be looking its best. There's tons to see, from apparel to accessories. So what are you waiting for? Stop into Juju Promotions today in New Madrid, Missouri. And don't forget to like us on Facebook.
We're back here at Lambertfield Kelly High School, and after a game early on where we had some internet snafus and we had some technical issues, I want to shout out again how important that our technical guys and our guys behind the scenes are. Torrey Peterson, he runs around like a madman on game nights and gets everything taken care of. Andrew Moore is a machine on the broadcast. The reason why it looks so good, Andrew Moore is the man behind the scenes controlling it. Tyler Lassiter, also awesome behind the scenes. We got Greg Stevens on the camera, Presley Watkins on the camera, Josh I on the camera. We appreciate every one of those guys, and we couldn't do it without them. So Kelly will take off on the 26-yard line. Snap to the quarterback, Skylar Steele. Nice pass to Caden Dunn. And that's been the success that Kelly's had, is through the air tonight.
Very.
They haven't had much success on the ground. You knew coming in that F-Tink was going to get a bunch of the touches. But Portageville knew that as well, and Portageville was keying in on it. And so the success that they've had have been through the air. And 2nd and 1. Skylar Steele, good-looking quarterback back there behind the center, just a sophomore. And that's the thing about these Kelly Hawks. They're young.
Their program is young, and many of their players are still young.
And that'll be a sack back there behind the line for, there he is again, Trey Benthel. He is constantly behind the line of scrimmage. He's constantly getting back, wreaking havoc. And that'll be a 3rd down after the sack, 3rd and around 6. And look at the action from Benthal. Pre-snap. He's moving around, flying all over the field. Nice linebacker for Portageville.
Very active.
Looks like he's going to be coming in on a blitz right here. Yeah, he is. He's blitzing the quarterback, and there he is again. Oh, just short.
There he goes down.
And he gets it away.
Number 11.
Frakes gets a little action, but Benthal upset with himself. He missed him there, but we were just talking about how Trey Benthal busts through the line every time, and there he is again, making plays, wreaking havoc on defense. We're at 4th and 6. Baldwin 30. They're going to punt. I'm going to tell you some more scores. New Madrid County Central's extended their lead. They're up 34-0. Park Hill Central leading Dexter 42-0. Donovan down at Chaffee. Chaffee winning 44-6 over Donovan. Very short punt. It'll end up at the 46-yard line. The game we're going to keep an eye on here is East Prairie Trails, Caruthersville, 27-26. Caruthersville up 27-26 over East Prairie, at East Prairie in the 3rd quarter. We'll keep tabs on that game and keep you posted. Wentzville, the Holt Indians in Wentzville right now lead the Jackson Indians, the Battle of the Tribes. Wentzville up 21-14 over Jackson. And again, as Garrett said last night, Scott City beat Charleston last night 49-14.
To win the SEMO South.
Scott City having a very impressive season thus far.
Brand new turf field there at Scott City.
Showing off on that new turf.
Here goes Benthel again.
Benthel laying the hammer down on that handoff. I'd hate to tackle that guy. What about you?
Yeah.
I definitely need a couple people.
Or Jamarion Smith also.
Yeah. I don't think that I'd even get a finger on Jamarion Smith. He probably, I run like a 7.5 40. So maybe when we started, we'd be as close as we'd ever be. There's a flag. And that's going to be on the Kelly Hawks. Offsides. That'll move them up 5 more yards. 8 minutes and 20 seconds left. The clock continues to run.
It's kind of been the moral of the story for the Hawks tonight, flags and not being able to execute, offensively.
It has been all Portageville. Every facet of this game has been owned by the Portageville Bulldogs. And that's no knock on Kelly. Kelly's a good football team.
Just haven't had the success they've seen a lot this year.
It's just been one of those nights. Mason Adams hands it again to Benthel. Benthel's going to squeak forward for a couple yards. As we're getting closer, like we said, the last week of the regular season of football is next week. We are ready to go for basketball. We've got a full schedule that we'll release here shortly. We're going to start things off at the Riverbend Classic at New Madrid County Central.
Very good event. Teams from multiple states come to that.
We're going to have the SEMO Conference Tournament, every game of it again. As Benthel gets brought down from behind the line. Nice defensive stop there by number 26, Landon Kreisel. But we're going to have a lot of basketball for you guys this year. We've just about got to the end of the football season, and as basketball nears, we've got a big-time lineup coming. The Riverbend Classic, the SEMO Conference Tournament, the Bloomfield Christmas Tournament, the Charleston six-man shootout. And there's going to be some really good basketball teams this year. We've got a sophomore sensation, P.J. Farmer, who's going to make a lot of noise at Charleston. Now, he airs it out down the sidelines a little too deep there. Mason Adams just wanted to show that cannon off again as he's throwing it out to Sam Hayes. But back to Charleston, you know, they won state last year, and they're looking to repeat.
You know, a target on their back definitely is going to be hard to repeat.
They are, and a date I've got circled on my calendar is New Madrid County Central goes to Charleston.
Very
and they're
good
going to
game
have
last
a
year.
heck of a battle. Really good game last year. New Madrid County Central is going to have everybody back. B.J. Williamson's back to the program. And they're going to be scary, too. We've got some really good basketball in Southeast Missouri this
Always
year.
have.
And it's exciting. But we're in football season now, and we're talking football. Mason Adams holds on to the football. He's going to break it down to around the 24-yard line. Nice little keep for Mason Adams. And again, Garrett, we've said it time and time again during this broadcast. Portageville's impressive on offense. I'm excited to see how they match up against New Madrid County Central.
Yeah, you know, they definitely won't have the size that New Madrid County Central has. You know, Jadis Jones, 6'7", will be hard to, you know, match up with him. But Bulldogs have shown all year they're versatile. You
know, New Madrid County Central is extremely athletic. They're extremely physical. We saw that when we broadcasted the broadcast against Kennett. But don't count the Bulldogs out. They've got some athletes too. They've got a really good running back, a really good quarterback. We're seeing here today that their defense is solid, and hopefully we'll get a good ball game next week. Play action, and that's thrown out of bounds as he was looking for number 7, Caden Dunn. Dunn's had a lot of action. He's probably their leading receiver on the night. Four minutes and 40 seconds left here.
So second half's flew by.
Second half has been flying. They've had the running clock the whole half. I think I looked at my watch at one point, and it was 8:01 in the second quarter.
Yeah.
And we're 8:59 right now, 9 o'clock. Nice pass, nice catch. Nice route ran by Jacob Chapman. Little curl route there. Good job by Skylar Steele putting that football there for a good spot for him to catch.
Even though he's not having any touchdowns result in, he's had a pretty nice game.
Steele has had a very solid game. He's busted on a few runs. Very impressive arm behind center there. He'll take the snap.
Not a bad pass there.
Not a bad pass, just slips through his hands. Jacob Chapman, the intended receiver. He's going to bring up 2nd and 10 for the Kelly Hawks. Clock continues to run. 3 minutes and 30 seconds. We talked earlier, Kelly needs to have small victories here, and if Kelly can move the football and punch it in here, that would be a small victory and something that they can build upon going to next week. And I think next week they're going to play St. Genevieve. Sam Hayes busting through the 9, laying the hit on Skylar Steele. 3 minutes left in the game. And I'd like to brag on Kelly High School here. They've been so accommodating. Every time we've come here, they've been more than welcome to have us, and great hosts here at Kelly High School. And we appreciate Kelly High School for having us and allowing us to broadcast Friday Night Football.
And again, very nice facilities here at the video board. You know, the logo out in center of the court or the field.
There's a little dump pass down to F-Tink. He makes it back to the line of scrimmage, may get 2. Mason Adams on the tackle, and number 20, Sam Hayes. They got some really good spotters up here in the booth, and it's not hard for me to call out a tackle because they're really good at it, and I can hear them. And Didn't use their wise words, huh, Gary?
Yeah.
We're going to have a timeout. Portageville. 2 minutes left in the game. We're going to take a timeout as well. We'll be back.
First State Community Bank has been named the #1 bank in Missouri by Forbes, and we think they might be onto something. When it comes to banking, we've always said that people should come first, and we hold true to that idea. Opening an account has never been easier. You can even do it online. We want our community to thrive, and that's why we put it in our name. So come bank with the certified best at First State Community Bank, serving our community because it's who we are.
We are back here at Kelly High School, Lambert Field. 2 minutes and 4 seconds left in the game. And Portageville is going to walk away as the victor. And they're going to be 6-1 now, moving into next week as they take on the New Madrid County Central Eagles. And what appears to be on paper, they're going to be a little bit of an underdog going in next week.
Very.
They are going to be hosting the Eagles, but it's going to be a good environment. It's one of those Thursday night games that we'll have. So Thursday night, there won't be any other football games on. You need to tune in on YHC TV and see what's happening. He's going to take the snap. He's going to run. Again, nice play. He gets down to around the 33-yard line. We were just talking about Skylar Steele.
There's a nice run there.
And he is having a heck of a ball game.
Not much to result in, but if you look at it closely, he's had a very nice game.
He has. Skylar Steele has done a good job at quarterback tonight, sophomore. Minute 37 on the clock. We'll see if Kelly can make something happen. They want to punch one in here and get a little momentum moving into next week. And that's one thing I can say. They haven't hung their heads one bit. They've come out here and still continued to compete. Coach Powers is still telling his team to hang tough. He floats one out a little bit deeper than the intended receiver. Clock continues to run. 1:05 on the clock. 1 minute left. Portageville's going to, again, get the win. Next week, Thursday night, 7 o'clock, Portageville, Missouri. They'll take on the New Madrid County Central Eagles. Tune in for that game. We'll be broadcasting live. I'd like to thank Nutrient Ag Solutions for their sponsorship to the game sponsor tonight. Big thank you to Nutrient Ag. Oh, what a catch. Oh. Incomplete.
Nice
Great
pass
effort. Great effort by Jacob Chapman. He had 3 defenders on him, and he almost brought that thing in. Chapman's down, and the clock's going to continue to run. There's going to be 15 seconds, and we're going to have a timeout with 13 seconds left. Timeout, Kelly. We're going to take one more quick break. We're going to come back and wrap this thing up. We're back here. 13.2 seconds left. Portageville ahead 42-0. Garrett, coming into this game, we thought it'd be a close one. It ended up being all Portageville. They dominated every facet of this game. There's been some bright spots for Kelly.
Definitely.
Skylar Steele has had a very solid game at quarterback, and the Hawks have nothing to hold their head about. They've still competed all the way to the end. Benthel busts through again, and he's going to get a hold of the quarterback. He gets rid of it. The clock's going to run out here. Portageville's going to come away with the win, 42-0. We'd like to thank, again, Kelly High School for having us here. And that is a wrap from Thomas W. Kelly Stadium here on the campus of Kelly High School, where the Kelly Hawks and the Portageville Bulldogs have played. Portageville defeats Kelly 42-0. Aycorp Media will be at Portageville next Thursday night for the battle between Portageville and New Madrid County Central Eagles. Again, thank you to Nutrien Ag, transforming agriculture, changing the future. Visit Nutrien Ag Solutions in one of their 20 locations in Missouri, Arkansas, and Tennessee. Garrett, I've thoroughly enjoyed this booth with you tonight, and it was great to call the game with you.
Thanks for joining us across the Aycorp Media Network tonight. From Thomas W. Kelly High School in Lambert Field, alongside Luke Carter, I'm Garrett Hicks. Good night and safe travels. We'll see you next week.